Hey guys, I hope you're well, and today I wanted to show you some samples that I've ordered. I got the envelope here from PHB Beauty. It's basically called, sorry, I should have, yeah, it's PHB. It's a UK based brand and it's a green brand here, and it's basically called Flawless Filter Liquid Foundation with SPF 30. It's a new formulation of their older liquid foundation that they had. They also have pressed powder foundation with SPF 30, but I was more interested in the liquid format, just because I'm not into powder foundations, because I don't know, they make my skin a bit too dry and aging, and I don't need that because I'm already aging by myself, you know, so I don't need any extra help in aging. I need extra help in looking a bit younger, not 20 years old, because I'm not 20 years anymore. Don't want to look 20 years old, but if I can look 35, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Anyway, so I ordered I've got five samples, different colors, obviously, because I wasn't sure what color would match my skin tone, especially now that I'm in between shades, because I've got a bit of a slight tan, not deep at all, obviously, because I didn't stay that much in the sun. I went to Italy recently. I just come back on like 3 days ago, and I did go swim in the sea, but I didn't do that much laying in the sun, because I don't like the sun too much, and I get really hot in the sun and I burn as well, even though I put SPF, so I didn't stay too much in the sun, so I didn't catch that much of a tan. As you can see from my arms, you know, like they are a little bit darker, but not so dark. Anyway, I ordered that. They sent me what I ordered, which was the 5 samples of the liquid foundation. Then they also sent me this pencil, I guess as a I don't know, like gift, because I had to wait longer to get these foundation samples, because they had some problems with stock. Basically, they handmade all their products, so I guess they had more orders than they were expecting of this foundation, so it took longer for them to ship me what I ordered. So that's a black eye pencil, and this is 36 months, made in Italy. So, you know, their website, you can check their products. Their website is www.phbethicalbeauty.com, and they are UK based, but this pencil is made in Italy. And let's see, this one doesn't say, but this is a coffee bean scrub and mask. So they sent me some samples of products that they have, because they do skincare as well as makeup. I haven't tried any of this is the first products that I'm trying. This is the Gentle Moisturizer. And the great thing about this brand is that, oh, and they do hair care, actually, skincare, hair care, and makeup. They do, so 20% of profits go to charity, so it's a really good, you know, if you support this brand, you also support the charitable purpose that they have. So I do like that, to be honest with you, so that's great. Anyway, I've taken some pictures of the swatches. So I've got like I've got a sample. These are the little jars of samples. So this is color light, which looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. They're hard to open, to be honest, these samples, but this is how it looks. That's the color, which I've tried yesterday. I worn this yesterday for the first time, color light, but it turns a bit orange on my skin, so it's probably oxidizing, although the shade is a bit dark already. Let me just kind of swatch these for you. So this is, I'm swatching light first. Let's hope that I'm doing this right. So this is shade light. Yeah. I'm now swatching shade cream, which is their lightest shade. So this is cream, and this is a sheer to light coverage, to be honest. It's not, you can build it to medium, but yeah. And it does have a scent. It's a nice scent. It almost reminds me of like a flowery, smells like flowers to me. But yeah, it's kind of scented, so if you don't like scented products, this is not for you, because it has quite a strong scent, even though I don't think they have any fragrance in their ingredients. So this is Fair Warm now. The one I'm swatching here is Fair Warm, which you probably can't see because it's very close to my skin tone. So this has got yellow warm undertones, as the, you know, shade suggests. This one is described as light with neutral undertones, the light. This is fair with neutral undertones, the middle shade, the cream shade. But anyway, I've included some pictures with the swatches. So what I've got on my face right now is just the Sun Prep by Hint Beauty. Is broad spectrum SPF 25 sunscreen. So that's, you know, the what I've got going on my face. So I've got a bare face. What I'm going to do is mix the cream shade with the light shade. So these two shades I'm gonna mix, because I don't think I am either of these two. So don't mind that. You can apply this with your fingers, apparently that's what they say. I'm gonna read the claims in a minute, sorry if I haven't done that. Yeah, definitely this mix is my perfect shade. Obviously a sheer coverage for now. Right, so this one is kind of a luminous finish, not radiant, not too matte. It's just an in-between, which I quite like. Let's see if I try and build it up to a medium with the brush. I'm trying, you know, I'm building, this one builds to a light coverage. I think if you try to do another layer, probably would cake up, so I'm not trying that. Yeah, let's do the other side. The thing is, it dries quite quickly, this foundation. Kind of, you do have some time, but not too much. So I'm doing the other side with this velvet fuzzy blender by Sunday Ivy, which is quite a cheap sponge. It's dry. Maybe I should have wet this one, but I forgot. This is not that great. I prefer the brush because this one just leaves marks. Maybe it's my fault. I didn't. It does say you can use a sponge, but I don't know. I feel like it's not that great. It does still oxidize a bit, so yeah, I'm not into this. And the other brush I used yesterday was much better. I need a little bit more product, so I'm taking a bit more and mixing the two shades. Yeah, the one I used yesterday was a different brush. It wasn't the Eco Tools. It wasn't this one. It was Lamora. I can't remember the name of that. It was a flat kabuki type of brush. Put in some of on my forehead because I didn't really put much on it. I'm just trying to build up coverage with my fingers if I can. Oh, my hair is so annoying, honestly. Just it does oxidize kind of thing, which I'm not a fan of, but I think, by the way, I've paid about £2 I think for the samples. I'll just have to double check. I'll put the prices in the description box anyway. Yeah, I mean, this brush is usually good, but I think the brush that I used yesterday by Lamora, the flat kabuki brush, was a tiny bit better than this one, but whatever. And apply a little bit more. I'm just trying to build it up now with my fingers. See if it builds, I don't know. Yesterday I needed less time to blend this because I use my fingers most of the times. I used the brush a little bit, but I used also mainly the fingers yesterday, so I would say don't layer this too much because otherwise it becomes a bit patchy and not easy to blend. That's what I'm noticing right now. So I don't know if I mentioned, but the 5 samples that I order is basically one color cream, 2 color light, and 2 color fair warm. Just because I thought cream is probably gonna be too light, so I only order 1 just in case it wasn't the right shade. I didn't want to order 2 and spend more money. So I thought I would be either fair warm or light, which I ordered 2 samples of so that I could see but they are generous amount. I thought they would be a bit less in the jar, but you know, this, I haven't touched this one, and it's a lot of product inside. It's a generous amount of samples, so I do appreciate that. If I knew that it was this much of product in one jar, I probably would have ordered just the one light, one cream and one fair warm. Anyway, information aside, talking too much. So the claim about this foundation, or claims, is that let me see, because where is it gone? Well, the ingredients here, I asked the question to PHB what makes up the SPF 30, because I cannot see zinc oxide. I cannot see zinc or titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide is where the pigments are, so you know, it's like in the last few ingredients, which I don't think makes up the SPF 30. I don't think that's the actual sunscreen ingredient, so I'm not sure you know, where that is, but there are no nanoparticles or bulking agents, and they're all, like, quite a few ingredients are certified organic ingredients. There is rice extract, acai, acerola, spirulina, which is algae, green tea. Then there is lychee berry, never heard of it, mango oil, I think, punic, pomegranate, rosehip, raspberry, hyaluronic acid. There is a bit of coconut fruit extract, it says, jasmine oil, but there are, you know, the coconut is far down the list of ingredients, so I don't think it's a concern. Then there is down the list after the jasmine oil, which is after the coconut oil, there is mica or mica, then titanium dioxide, and then yellow iron oxide, red iron oxide, and black iron oxide, which I know they are, you know, a bit of a sunscreen. They give a little bit of protection, the iron oxides type of thing, but they're more pigment, I think, in this ingredients list. So the description here says, show your skin the love it craves with this flawless finish foundation. It has a lightweight formula, it's true, and provides the perfect coverage while still protecting and nourishing your skin. Blurring the lines between makeup and skincare, our Flawless Filter Liquid Foundation is handmade with pure mineral that conceal imperfections and protect skin. It provides buildable, long-lasting coverage that stays put and SPF 30 protection. Utilizing a new organic ingredient system which mimics silicones but is 100% natural and non-toxic, we've created an entirely new lightweight liquid foundation formula that will glide on so smoothly and leave your skin looking even and flawless. The light and silky texture allows skin to breathe and won't clog pores. Enriched with our Skin Superfood Botanical Complex, which delivers essential nutrients that help maintain moisture and radiance whilst supporting the skin natural renewal processes. It says it's suitable for face and body, suitable for pregnancies, for all ages and genders. Skin type is perfect for all skin types, including sensitive skin, dry, oily and acne and psoriasis skin types. Coverage, it says medium to high coverage with a radiant matte finish. It has a radiant matte finish. this is like sheer to light coverage in my opinion. But it does, you know, it put like a filter on the skin. It's like your skin but better type of thing. So yes, this is the ingredients, well, the claims. They don't have any fragrance added, so I'm not sure where the scent, the smell comes from, but it's quite a strong scent, but it's more like, it smells like flowers, mainly to me. I think it's probably the jasmine oil, because it does smell of jasmine a bit. So if you don't like jasmine or flowery type of smell, then you'd probably want to stay away from this one, because the smell is pretty strong and I can still kind of smell it on my skin for now, just because I've applied it. But it does go away through the day. You won't be able to smell that. So the main active ingredients here are pomegranate oil and acerola cherry extract, plus the PHB Superfood Botanical Complex. It's 26 pounds for, I think is 30 ml. Doesn't say here what the full, yeah, 30 grams if you see this. So basically this is how it looks on the PHB website. So it's 26 pounds, as you can see. Shades, unfortunately, they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades, so it's very bad, very bad. But it's only a small brand. This one is not. I think they only sell this in the UK. They don't sell it abroad. But you know, even though it's a UK based brand, they should have, they only have like one really fair shade and then light and medium shades. They don't have any dark and deep shades, so they are missing that. And it's a shame, because in the UK there are dark, quite a lot, especially in London here where I live, there are a lot of dark and deep skinned people, so they are missing out on this one. Unfortunately, they don't make this foundation available to those skin tones. Deep shades, well, deep is not deep, darker shades they have is in their BB cream and tinted moisturizer. So if you are curious, then go and have a look. But yeah, this is how they look in. You see, this category is called deep, and they have these two shades, but they're only available in the BB cream and tinted moisturizer, not in this foundation, unfortunately. So I hope you can see it. And so this is the liquid foundation row. Oops, sorry. So liquid foundation row and the BB cream and tinted moisturizer. Anyway, you can have a look online. I suggest you go onto their website, phbeethicalbeauty.co.uk. So they've got something wrong here on one of their samples, because on here they say .com, not .co.uk. So on some samples is .co.uk, the website, and on some is the .com. So it's a bit confusing, but yeah, if you would just Google it, you'll find it. So I'll finish the rest of my face, and then I'll do a check-in later on to see how this foundation is wearing. Hey guys, so this is a check-in, quick check-in after about 4 hours that I've been wearing this foundation, and this is how it's looking. In front of a window, there is no sun, just it's cloudy, so you can kind of gather, gauge the type of light in the I'm getting, so this is how it's looking. The only thing I've noticed is because I've kind of built it up more than required, well, more than necessary really. So it's kind of sunk in slightly in my biggest smile line, which is this one here. Don't know if you can see, but I've taken a few pictures as well of how it's looking, and hopefully you can see it's a bit kind of heavy in around my mouth, but other than that it's not bad. I mean, the only thing I've got is the, you know, on top of the foundation I didn't put any powder. I only put some Anastasia Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter here on my cheekbones. But then, you know, this foundation is quite radiant by itself, so it's not a matte foundation, it's more like a satin luminous foundation, I would say, at least on my skin. I did get shiny a bit last night after a whole day. I didn't powder again this foundation. This is the second time I'm wearing it. But yeah, today, for now, it's okay. It's not that I'm just with my hand, I'm just testing whether I'm shiny or not, but I can't see much shine coming through just yet. But it's only been 4 hours, so you know, the day is not over yet. I'm probably gonna get a bit shiny later on. So yeah, this is how it's looking, but probably I think the best application for this is just to use your fingers, maybe a brush, but it depends. Not every brush goes well with this foundation. So probably, yeah, I would say if you can just use your fingers, you know, just as you apply a regular moisturizer, that would be the best thing. And not build it, because as soon as you start building it looks a bit cakey, heavy and patchy as well. It reminds me of the Zwier Organic Flora foundation, which I reviewed on my channel. The minute you start building that up, it doesn't look good. Well, even on first application I didn't like it anyway, because it didn't give me any coverage whatsoever and it was patchy anyway, so that was not good. This one is better. This one is also remind me of the Zao liquid foundation, which I've also reviewed the samples, and is a bit, probably is more matte than this one for sure. That's the only thing, and it doesn't have the strong smell that this foundation has. But other than that, is pretty similar in terms of coverage. It doesn't have that much coverage, and it dries pretty quickly as well, like this one. Maybe with this one you have a bit more time to work the foundation in, you know, in comparison to the Zao foundation. But yeah, that's basically that. So I'll go and come back later on, maybe around the 10-hour mark, and give you my final thoughts. Hey guys, it's me back after about 10 hours, I would say. It's like 11 o'clock here. So I've got this foundation and it's got a bit oily. I didn't powder it, so you know, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm holding a mirror here, but so I'm looking in the mirror and it looks quite shiny. This one gets shiny on me, you know, bear in mind I've got combo to, you know, combination skin with like oily forehead and nose. This one starts to be a bit oily on me after about 5 hours, I would say. So yeah, I mean, if you have dry skin, this is like really good, but if you have oily skin, it's probably not gonna last very long on you. You may need to powder it, you know, if you have oily skin. But yeah, I think if you have dry skin, you don't probably need to powder it. It's one of those foundations that sets itself, so you don't need to really powder it if you don't have oily skin. It lasts kind of a good 8-9 hours. You know, it starts to break down after that. Kind of I've touched it with my fingers here in the areas where I've got a bit of creasing, but I only got this creasing because today I used a little bit more foundation because I wanted to try and build it up to medium coverage. But like yesterday, when I didn't build it up, I only had the one layer. It didn't settle in my fine lines or crease at all. So I think, you know, if you don't have much to cover up and you just want to even out your skin tone, this foundation is pretty good for that. But if you have a lot of stuff to cover, you need to just add concealer to this. Yesterday I used the Fit Glow Beauty Conceal Plus concealer, and it held up. It was really good. Today I used the Ilia concealer, and I don't know, like this, it didn't perform that well, the foundation with this concealer. So I'm not sure why. It could be because I've used a bit too much foundation to start with. That could be why. But yeah, it worked pretty well with the Fit Glow Beauty concealer yesterday actually, so I might just keep using that concealer with this foundation. But yeah, that's basically all for this review, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!